Okay. 6 and 2 blue for an 8 or 6/8. When Brunellin the Moonkraken enters the battlefield, and whenever you cast a spell with mana value 6 or greater, you may return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Perfect. Okay, cool. Awesome. Brunellin's sick. I'm not a huge Vial Smasher guy, so I'm gonna look at what the other partners are. Just because he's kind of just like go-to super strong. Brunellin is awesome though. Okay, awesome. Cool. Thank you, my man. Super good shout out. So we've got blue. So size matters deck. It seems like a converted mana cost matters deck. It seems like green would be really good. It seems like there'll be a lot of cards that interact with it in green. And it seems like there'll be a lot of cards that interact with it in red. So let's see what we got. I mean, Elena's sick. She's so cool. 4 and a red for a 4/3 first strike. You tap her to add an amount of red equal to the greatest power among creatures you control that entered the battlefield this turn. We're going to be dropping so much big stuff. We can just use Elena to chain that big stuff into, like, more big stuff. That triggers off big stuff. Like big CMCs. Okay, Elena's cool. She's definitely on the list here. Brunellin's super cool. Such a good shout out. Ooh, hold on a second. What about Galanra? Or Jalanra, whatever, however you pronounce her name. 2 and a green for a 1/2. Tapper. Add a green. When you spend this mana to cast a spell with converted mana cost 6 or greater, draw a card. It's just mana ramp for our deck. It's just guaranteed turn 3 mana ramp, which is sick because our other commander is not a 3-drop. And then we just get to draw cards for casting big CMC stuff. I think we might do Simic. I think that makes the most sense. Is Simic big mana cost with Brunellin and Jalanra. I think that's really cool. I mean, that's pretty sick, guys. I'm a fan. Ooh, hold on a second. Two people pointed out Ovika. Two people pointed out Ovika. Oh, she does mana value. I didn't know that. Okay. 5 a blue and a red for a 6/6 flying ward. 3, pay 3 life. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create X 1/1 red Phyrexian goblin creature tokens where X is the mana value of that spell. They gain haste until end of turn. Oh, she's really good. What do we do, guys? What do we do? What's the move? Do we build Ovika or do we build Glenera and Brunellin? Glenera and Brunellin lets us bounce stuff. It's like pseudo removal and card draw built into a commander and based around CMC, which is all super good. Ovika is like a built-in way to win. Super beefy big commander built around CMC. I don't like how she costs 7 though. That's the only part of it that's like, ugh, to me. 7's steep. And having a 3-drop with guaranteed mana ramp. I think Thrix would go awesome in this deck. I think if we go Brelin and Galanra, however you say your name. If we go Galanra and Brunellin, I think Thrax or Thrix or however you say his name is like awesome in that. Yasan would be good if you went the green route. Yasan the Wanderer Bard. 2 and a green for a 2/3, 2 and a green. Tap him. Put a verse counter on Yasan the Wanderer Bard. Search your library for your creature card with mana value equal to the number of verse counters on Yasan. Put it into the battlefield and shuffle. We're going to have so many high mana cost things that I don't know if we're going to have like the connection. You know what I mean? I don't know if how many like 2, 3, 4 drops we're going to have. I feel like it's going to be like maybe 2 drops. I feel like it's going to be quite a bit of 1 drops, 2 drop mana ramp. And then a huge gap to like 5, 6, 7. So I don't know about Yasan, if I'm being honest. I'm not sure about him. I agree. I think Civic gives us the most mana rampant options for the style of deck that cares about CMC. So I think Galandra and Ovika is gonna be our or not Galandra and Ovika, Galandra and what's the other guy's name? Brunellen. Let me go ahead and throw these on the screen for you guys just so we can have reference. Un momento, let me change that. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. It's not. Oh, I'm sure I want to get rid of that card. I sure want to keep asking questions. Program. Rush me. I don't know, I'm not much of an aggro player. I don't know if I'm going to rush you. Sorry. I'll look her up in one moment. Let me get these two cards on screen for you guys. Okay, we got her. And her. Make sure you guys can still read the cards here. I don't think his power and toughness is too important. I feel like we can get away with doing this. I think it's okay. So we're building them. I think that actually is really cool. Oh, Emoti. Oh my goodness. How did I forget about Emoti? She cares all about CMC. Spells you cast with converted mana cost 6 or greater have Cascade. Yeah, she's going in the deck. Super good. Okay. So she's going in for sure. Let me see here. Let me change something really quick just so this is just for like ease of access or however the fuck you want to word that. I need to figure out a way to see. See, that's the issue with this. How do you get... Aha! That's the issue with this, he says. Wait, no, yeah, that's the issue with this. Why does chat go away when you go over like this? I'm just trying to move my thing and talk to you guys at the same time, man. Okay, what if I do like a tricky little maneuver here? Does it always push that one to the side? Oh, it doesn't. Oh yeah, hold on. Wait, what? The fuck's going on right now? Oh, hold up. Sorry about this. I would like to be able to see the chat a little bit easier. So will it be just 6 or higher themed deck? Seems like it. Yeah, I just want the whole deck to be based around high CMC and like CMC matters, I guess. Like, but yes, 6 or higher preferably because both my commanders trigger off 6 or higher. But just a theme in general of cards caring about how big the CMC of stuff I control is. Let me try to figure out real quick, as quick as I'm able to do it apparently, how to toggle time. You son of a... You think I want to toggle timestamps at a time like this? You son of a... Oh. Okay, that's gonna have to be the best we can do. Oh wait, no, I'm an idiot. Sorry about that. Yeah, boy, kind of stupid, but that's okay. Oh, yeah, boy, kind of stupid, but that's okay. We figured it out. This is gonna be so much easier for you, boy. Let me get this all straightened out here. Make sure you guys can still read the cards. You should be able to. I think it might even be bigger than it was before. So we should be good on that front. Okay. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bop, bada bam. Oh, that looks terrible. 1 second. Bink. Take the top off here. Bink. Walk. Boink. Walk. Oh, that one little white patch is gonna piss me right the fuck off. Sure. Okay. I'm so sorry. That was like the stupidest waste of time right there. But now we've got the setup. Okay. Now I can see the chat efficiently. I can look through cards. I feel like I can breathe. I feel like I can breathe right now. I can see your guys' chat so much better. I can look through cards so much easier. Oh, yeah. Come on. Okay. Let's see where we were before. Ovika, Enigma, Goliath. That's the one we looked at. What about Thrix? I think Thrix definitely needs to go into this deck. He seems great whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater. They cost 1 less and they can't be countered. Yeah, he has flash too. That's super good. What else do we got here? Yasan would be good if you want the green route. I'm not sure about Yasan. 99 provides a ramp. Yep. Omniscience, Kodama of the East Tree. Omniscience was always just solid, but let me see Kodama of the East Tree. Oh, Kodama of the East Tree is fire. You just play big stuff and then cheat out other big stuff. Yeah. Kodama's a great pick. Loki says Rashmi. Let's see what both of them do. Rashmi, Eternity's Crafter. 2 a green and a blue for a 2/3. Whenever you cast your first spell each turn, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a non-land card with converted mana cost less than that spell's converted mana cost, pay it without paying its mana cost. If you don't cast it, put it into your hand. Yeah, Rashmi seems great. You might just hit something like play a 8-drop, hit a 7-drop. That seems fine, especially in this strategy. What else do we got? I like Emoti a lot. Agreed. Emoti's so good. If you're going Simic CMC, you should consider Karuga as your companion. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why are you watching me stream when you're this smart, dude? Oh my gosh. You just got me amped to build this deck. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Karuga's so good. Okay, we're gonna have to add another card to the thing here. We're doing Karuga Companion as well. Let me throw a little pick of Karuga on here, cause oh my goodness. So a big brain. This is why we come to you. Okay, we're gonna have to make this one a little bit smaller. Scoot that one over a tidbit. Oh, tidbit. Perfect. Sure. That is sloppy work. Oh, it looks so flawless. Look at the power that this image holds. Look at the power this picture holds over here. Look at the power that this holds. Good God. Okay, so we're going Karuga Partner. We're going... no, sorry, Karuga Companion. This is just great. This will be, like, such a me deck. I love it. Okay. Karuga adds so much flavor to it. A spice. So much a spice. Agreed on Karuga for ramp. Then stuff like Wood Elves and all of the variants would be good. Can bounce them and Karuga with Brunellen. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Wait. Oh! You're so big brain! This is exactly why I wanted to do this video. Because you guys are smarter than I am. I'm just good at, like, looking through cards and having no life. That's not a huge list of traits. But you guys come in with the big brain on this stuff, dude. Okay, I'm so excited. Such a good point. So let's see here. We need to run as much, since we can't run 1 or 2 drops, which is actually kind of cool for deck building, because now it gets to be like a... Is there a budget limit or desired power level? Budget limit, probably. I'm not a... I do kind of want to build this deck. This deck actually does sound fun to build, and I normally don't buy, like, too expensive of cards. Like, my Alayla deck's probably my best deck, and it has, like, a Chroma's Will. It's got, like, a couple fetch lands, and it's got Teferi's Protection. And that's, like, the most I've ever put into one of my decks, like, money-wise. So, not really, like, a huge budget. I normally go, like, $100, $200, like, not including lands. So, not a huge budget. And I think this deck can really get away with it. Like, this deck seems like Battle Cruiser as shit. Like, we can just get away with running big, goofy cards. So, any 3-drop creatures that ETB and get us lands And like now, wait, hold on. This is a new layer to it. This is a new layer to it with Brunellen. Because you guys are so big brain. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's a little bit of a blink strategy going on where we can run big mana cost creatures and permanents and stuff, or in spells, and then use Brunellen's ability to bounce those back and re-trigger the ETBs. So we've got a little bit of a blink sub-theme going on. So this is like a CMC Matters blink deck. So we've got to keep that in mind too. I think like Frost Titan would be pretty good in here. The Primordial, the blue Primordial that rips instants and sorceries out of everyone's graveyard seemed great. So keep that in mind. That's something else we could do with this as well. Good evening. You got Rush of Knowledge? Oh my gosh. Is this the like enchantment that draws you a bunch of cards? Oh no, what is this? Rush of Knowledge. 4 and a blue for a sorcery. Draw cards equal to the highest converted mana cost among permanents you control. Yes, please. Okay. Thank you, Crypt NYT. The boy. One comes to mind for just for CMC. Scornful Egotist. Scornful Egotist. 7 and a blue for a 1/1 with morph for 1 blue. You may play this face down as a 2/2 creature for 3, then turn it face up at any time for its morph cost. I actually really like this in here. Okay, hold on. Do not quote me on that. I like this in here if there's enough stuff that cares about CMC in play that we end up running. So I'm going to put this on the back burner. I'm not sure if this is going to make the deck, because a lot of the stuff right now is on cast. Like if we're casting stuff with 6 or higher, I don't know. But if we run a bunch of stuff that cares about big CMC in play, this actually might be valuable to like be able to sneak into play. Let's see. You could make your deck, your CMC matters, your opponents don't, with Void Winnower if you're feeling spicy. You know I only feel exclusively spicy. That's like right up my alley. A 9-drop for an 11/9. Your opponents can't cast spells with even converted mana cost. Your opponents can't block with creatures with even converted mana cost. Yeah, sure. Oh, it's a $20 card. All right, this might have to be one of the ones we throw down for, because that is like such a cool concept to be like, hey, my big CMCs matter, but like most of the stuff you play doesn't. That's kind of funny. Not like as a deck-wide concept. That's getting a little bit into stacks territory. But just this card in the deck, I think, is like a super good idea. What else do we got? Triple Commander Pog. A Triple Commander Pog indeed. It's a big commitment to say no spells converted mana cost 2 or lower. Oh, it really is, but it's actually, I'm really excited as a deck builder. I'm like, oh, I want to see what I could do with that. You'd have to run the overcosted counter spells, which is a neat idea. 100%. You can run some overcosted ones. I think the ones that are going to float us mana aren't bad. Like, Essence Capture or... No, Essence Capture is not the one I'm looking for. Plasma? I'm just like saying words. It's a Simic card that counters things and then floats a bunch of mana. And like Mana Drain. Those seem pretty good. Emoji. All hail the great Lord Egotist. Yeah, Egotist would be cool if we have enough of those cards that care about CMC in play. Simic Sky Swallower. What is that? Sounds like my girlfriend in high school. Ooh, just kidding. Simic Sky Swallower. 5 a green and a blue for a 6/6 flying trample shroud. Ooh. I mean, sure, it's a big threat. Big dorky threat that I'll never get to run anywhere else. I remember running this in, did this come out in, let me guess before I look down. Is it Commander 2012? Commander 2011. I was gonna say 2011, and then I was like, no, it's probably 12. Yeah, that's where I started playing. These are the decks that came out with like Teneb the Harvester and stuff. Not started playing Magic, started playing Commander. But very cool. Is there a budget limit? Emoji. You'd have to run the overcost counters, but all hail the great Lord. Hey! Oh yeah, Turtle Boy, big flying turtle. And then 2 comments later, found him, Colossal Sky Turtle. You've done the Lord's job. Thank you. I don't know how you spell colossal. Hey. Oh, Colossal Sky Turtle. Yeah, he's a great ad. He's kind of like that other guy. He's just a big beater that's kind of hard to hit, but this guy actually has other modes he can use. Oh, and one of them is returning stuff to its owner's hand and returning a card. He's sick. That's a really good card. Wave of Vitriol is so cool. I love Wave of Vitriol. Good call out. Mana Doublers, Nyx Bloom Ancient, Zendikar Resurgent. Those all seem really good. I think Nyx Bloom's pretty expensive, isn't it? Nyx Bloom's 18. I think there's some cheaper ones we can get. Zendikar's Resurgence is $4. I'll take that one. What's the... There's another mana doubler. I don't know. You guys are so big brain with this shit. You'll probably end up calling it out. Those are really good call outs, actually. Those seem really solid. Okay, so let's see. We got Karuga the Macrosage. So let's see here. Let's go with let's get the advanced search going on. And then stats. Mana value greater than, and then 6 is what we're going for. Just for the commander's ability. Mana value greater than 6. And let's go with the ETB. Let's just see if we can find some solid ETBs that we can get, that we can start bouncing with our other commander. Plasm Capture, that's the one I was trying to think of. Text, there we go. Sick, okay, cool. That actually, oh, hold on. Greater than 5 is what we should have put there. There we go. Sick. Okay, we got 595 cards with ETBs with that mana cost. So sick. Let's open another tab here and get some of these searches you guys are bringing up in chat. Colossal Sky Turtle. We've got Wave of Vitriol. I didn't end up saving that yet. That is a really cool one that I've been looking to use. I really don't have a green deck at the moment. I have a Londo, which actually Wave of Vitriol would be really good in a Londo. But I don't think... I have another green deck besides Alondo. Heartbeat of Spring, Mana Reflection. Is Mana Reflection cheap now? $12, yeah, okay, that's not too bad. I could probably pick one of those up. I could probably scrape the little cup holder in the car. Get one of these. Heartbeat of Spring, dude. What do we got there? Okay, cool. This is perfect. This is probably cheap as hell. Yeah, $1.50. It lets everybody tap for double. We're probably gonna be able to do more, especially in my play group. No one's really comboing off and trying to win like in one turn. I mean, like in combo ways. I'm fine with people being like, "Oh, cool, double mana, a bunch of tokens, swing, I win." Cool. That's whatever. Heartbeat of Spring, Simic Commander, Kuru Spell Snatcher. She's the morph one, right? Where you get to like steal it if you unmorph it. Yep. I'm kind of okay on her. She's so steep. 6 mana to unmorph is like so steep. You get to steal the thing, sure. And her herself, she only costs 4, so I can't even hardcast her to get my commander triggers. So maybe not on her. Gotta get Galta in there. You're damn right I gotta get Galta in there. How have we gone this long? Yeah, just a 12-drop, 12/12 that costs X less to play for the total amount of power you control that has trample. It's just a big dorky card. And again, if not in this deck, where else are we going to run big dorky cards? Nice flicker. Oh, wait, hold on. That's the wrong thing. Sorry. Got to get Galta in there. Cool line of play with Kodama and Brunellen. Cast Galta for 2. Drop something big and scary like Void Winnower. Oh, that's so good. It's not being cast, so it can't be countered. Bounce Galta. Oh. It's so a big brain. I love it. Oh my gosh, that's such a cool like me play. I love that. Like, thank you for that. Hope you guys like that line of play because that is so cool. Okay, what else do we got? Love that. Tovalar's Huntmaster. What is this? He has a cool ass name. Okay, here you are. 4 and 2 green for a 6/6. When it enters the battlefield, create 2/2/2 green wolf creature tokens. Okay, it's not bad. You get 10 power, and it has an ETB that makes tokens. I always love those. Tovalar's Pack Leader. When this enters the battlefield or attacks, create 2/2 green wolf tokens. Pay 2 and 2 green. Another target wolf or werewolf you control fights another target creature you control. So when these transform, they don't exile and come back into play, right? They just flip over. Or do they exile and come back into play? Is the reason that this says enters the battlefield for 2/2/2s on the back as well is because you can like blink the back? Or am I missing something? It is really cool though. I actually really like this card. But I'm just curious about that ruling. This is exactly the type of stuff I like. Nice flicker target. Didn't know Mana Reflections was this expensive. Loki says Cage Sun, Gauntlet of Power. Oh, those are both really good callouts. I think those are both dropped significantly. Yeah, Cage Sun's $1.90. I remember like throwing down. Well, I mean, when I was young, like some significant cash for one of those. What else do we got? Gauntlet of Power. Has that dropped significantly? It has. It's $1.60. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. Okay, cool, sweet. That's great. Galta cheap AF now. Yeah, very. If we want to flicker, Deadeye Navigator costs 6. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna become what I hate. I did an interview with another channel, and they asked me what my least favorite card was, and I said Deadeye Navigator. I don't think I can do it. I don't honestly think I can do it. Agent of Treachery costs 7. Oh, that's gonna get rough. If not this deck, where? You know? If we're not gonna smack face with our Deadeye Navigators and our Agents of Treachery in a deck that's like not just built around goofy cards, I just think that's funny. We run a bunch of goofy big stuff. And then also those two cards. It's like, hey. They're made for this deck. I'm so sorry to whoever I play. I'm really sorry. Frilled Mystic is a counter spell that doubles as a permanent for Karuga to care about the Brunellen and for Brunellen to bounce. Oh. That's a really good point. It's a 4-drop. Flash, it counters something. Karuga cares about it. That's really good. So Karuga's gonna draw us and our green commander, and then the ability to bounce stuff with Brunellen. Okay, we're gonna draw a lot of cards in this deck. So I think we need ways to get stuff back because we're gonna want to get what's her name? Brula? I can't remember what her name is. Karuga. We're going to be able to want to get Karuga back because if she dies, she doesn't go to a command zone. She's just going to hit grave. So I think some like Eternal Witnesses. What's the big Eternal Witness that does it when it enters and when it dies? Green Warden? Is it Green Warden of Marusa? It is. Oh my gosh. This is perfect for this deck. It's just two what's the word I'm looking for? Eternal Witnesses, jeez. It's two Eternal Witnesses stapled to each other. Which is super good. It costs 6, which is going to trigger our stuff as well. And it's 20 cents, which is going to trigger my pants to get tighter, dog. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you guys. I'm sorry. Just value makes me just freaking turn into a different person, you know? I get turned on by the value. What can I say? What can I say? What else do we need in here, guys? What else do we need? They just flipped Thrasta. I think we already put Thrasta in here. Thrasta's the big dinosaur, right? Yeah, we already did. Oh, wait, no. This is a different one. Costs 3 less to cast for each spell you've cast this turn. Trample, haste. I don't know. Thrasta. How do we feel about Thrasta? Are we going to be able to play enough additional other spells to make her worth it? I'll put her on the back burner. I will save her, but I'm not sure. They just flip. Drast, I put Caged and Gauntlet in my mono decks. Mystic Snake is similar. Yeah, Mystic Snake is another great option for this. Ooh, it looks so colorful right there. Save it. Tyrannix Rex. That's not how you spell that. That's probably also not how you spell that. 4 and 3 green. This spell can't be countered. Trample, Ward 4, Haste, Toxic 4. Not really a me card. I don't like Toxic too much. Reincarnation. What do we got here? Oh, Reincarnation's so cool. I forgot about this card. 1 and 2 green for an instant. Choose target creature. When that creature dies this turn, return a creature card from its owner's graveyard to the battlefield. This is great. We can just choose one of our things, one of our threats, many threats we're going to have out. And if it dies, just bring back our, what's the girl's name? Karuga. And then just draw a bunch of cards again. Yes, this is going to be like a 3-mana draw a bunch of cards. Urban Evolution. Words don't look like words to me lately. I type in urban and I'm like, that doesn't look right. 3 a green and a blue for a sorcery. Draw 3 cards. You may play an additional land this turn. Honestly, the fact that our commanders and stuff trigger off 6, I think we could just find a slightly worse version of this card. You know what I mean? Like one that costs 1 more that does the same thing. That would like trigger our commanders at that point. We got a good little start to this though. And we've been live for 45 minutes. Oh my gosh. I thought we'd been live for like maybe 15 minutes. That's crazy. Time flies when you're building a sick deck. Alright, so how many cards have we saved here? Go to my BRB. I am still here. I'm just looking at how many cards we've found for this deck here. Oh, we found a lot. Oh my gosh. Okay. 6, 12, 24, 30. We found 30 cards for it. And then once we add mana ramp, removal, card draw, board wipes, this should pretty much be a full deck. Good call outs, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go back here. I'm not finished. I ain't finished with you yet, Dick. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't start moving stuff around, you crazy. You silly Billy. Okay. I put Cage Shine, Mystic Snake, Urban Evolution as foretold. Old One Eye if you're fine with UB. If you're fine with UB. If you're fine with UB, what do you mean UB? 5 and a green for a 6/6 trample. Other creatures you control have trample. When Old One Eye enters the battlefield, create a 5/5 green Tyrannid. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may discard 2 cards. If you do, return Old One Eye from your graveyard to your hand. That seems great. Just a reusable big drop we can keep playing. Seems fun. Now you're big brained. No. Not me. Thunderous Snapper. Okay. Oh, this is awesome. 4 hybrid Simic for a 4/4. Whenever you cast a spell with converted mana cost 4 or greater, draw a card. This is perfect. Yes, please. That's sweet. Okay. That's super good. I hope the new Eldraine set has some more. I haven't really looked at the spoilers. I hope it has some more support for our CMC deck, dude. Spark Double to copy Brunellin seems pretty good. So yes. That does seem very fucking good. To copy like any of the 3 kind of seems good. I guess not so much the mana ramp guy, but Kogla or Brunellin both seem great. Kogla, or not Kogla, but that's funny that I said Kogla. That's exactly what you brought up. That's funny. Kogla, the Titan Ape. 3 and 3 green for 7/6, blows up an artifact or enchantment. Fight something. You can return a human to give it indestructible. Kogla's just fun. Just a big monkey that smashed stuff. Terastodon, Bane of Progress. Oh my gosh. Super good suggestions. Terastodon's going to be able to be a pretty steady stream of removal here. Along with Bane of Progress being a super good board wipe. That doubles as a big creature we could drop. Bane of Progress doesn't get enough love. How much? $2? Pick one of these up. Sporocyst. What the heck is that? Sporocyst. 2x in a green for a 0/0 Ravenous. This creature enters the battlefield with X/1/1 counters on it. If X is 5 or more, draw a card when it enters. Defender. When Sporocyst enters the battlefield, search your library for X basic lands and put them into the battlefield tapped. Sporocyst is cool. 75 cents. Yeah, I like this card a lot, actually. I'm a huge fan of that. What else we got? Where's the, we had an ATV. There we go. Enters the battlefield one. Gandalf Westward Voyager. 3 a green and a blue for a 5/5. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, each opponent reveals the top card of their library. If any of those cards share a card type with that card, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy, and each opponent draws a card. Otherwise, you draw a card. Oh my goodness. That's so good. That's so good. It's making me be like, should that be my commander? I don't think it should, just because the interaction with like some of the high mana cost stuff that reduces its mana cost, and then being able to bounce it with Brunellen, like I can't remember who it was brought it up, is such a good point. Yeah, I like that a lot. Remember, with Karuga, you can't have permanents in your deck that cost less than 3. You can run cheaper instants and sorceries. I don't in my Karuga deck because... Yeah, Sporosity is CMC 1, so it can't go into the deck, unfortunately. Oh, okay, that's fine. We can take that one out. Thank you for the heads up, though. That'll help with future picks. Dawnglade Regent. Oh, I love Dawnglade. Super good call out. Give me some hexproof here. Yeah, we get Monarch and hexproof and a big creature and a high mana cost. I mean, that's... What else could we want in this deck? 25 cents. I mean, hey. I guess that's what else we could want. Let's see what we got with the enters the battlefield stuff. AC Tyrant of the Gyre. 1 a green and a blue for a 5/5. I think AC went way up in price, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she's $20. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Agent of Treachery we already have. Alamarat doesn't do anything. All-Seeing Arbiter. No. Apex Altarsaur. How do you guys feel about this? 7 and 2 green for a 10/10. It can fight any number of creatures. Oh no, sorry. When it can fight a creature, and then if it wins, not if it wins, if it's dealt damage, which is kind of weird wording because if it's dealt too much, if it doesn't win, it just dies. Anyway, I wish it just said if it wins. When Apex Altarsaur is dealt damage, it fights another creature. We'll put it on the burner. I'm not sure about that one. That's a $10 card. No way. I have one of these. That's cool. Archetype of Endurance. Oh my gosh. Super good. Super good. Love this card. What a good call out. Thank you, my man. All right. Apex Altarsaur's fire. It really is. I played it a couple times and it played really well. I really like the one that enters. I don't like it in this deck just because we don't run a lot of tokens and stuff. But I like the one that enters and devours stuff and then like does damage equal to its power when it enters. I can't remember what it's called. But that one's like that one puts in work. Avatar of Growth. What is this? $6. 4 and 2 green for a 4/4. It costs 1 less to cast for each opponent you control. That's exactly the type of stuff we want. We can have this thing for 3 mana, but it's still a 6-drop. Cool. Trample. When Avatar of Growth enters the battlefield, each player searches their library for up to 2 basic land cards, puts them into the battlefield, and shuffles their library. Oh my god, that's really good. I think that's fine. A Flood of Tears. 4 and 2 blue for a sorcery. Return all non-land permanents to their owner's hands. If you return 4 or more non-token permanents you control, sorry, if you return 4 or more non-token permanents you control this way, you may put a permanent card from... Oh, that's great. It's just a board wipe that lets us sneak another fat thing into play. Let me sneak a fat thing into play, if you know what I mean. That's so good. That's so good. Hullbreaker. Isn't Hullbreaker banned? Oh, Hullbreaker Horror. Oh my gosh. What's the banned card? Hullbreacher? I can't remember. Hullbreaker's sick. Isn't he worth some money now though? Oh, he's only $2. Definitely throw a Hullbreaker in there. Oh my gosh. Storm of Saruman is nice, but I think this deck is rarely casting 2 spells a turn. Yeah, it's gonna be casting like a big boy spell. Maybe a couple spells a turn. I'm not sure. There's got to be some mana ramp that adds. Do you guys know of any mana ramp that adds for like the CMC or like the power, like the biggest power thing you have in play or the biggest CMC? Because I think playing high CMC stuff in turn is inherently gonna mean we have high power stuff as well and high defense stuff. So I think stuff that interacts and like adds mana equal to the power or toughness seems really good. So let me see. Add mana equal. Let's see what this does. That didn't do anything. I'm sure you guys will shout some stuff out. Regal Behemoth. Oh, that's such a good one. That's a mana doubler as well, isn't it? Yeah, it's a mana doubler too, and it gives us Monarch mana doubler, 6-drop, trample. It's 88 cents. What is Regal Behemoth? What is this card? That's so good. Apex Altasaur. That's what it is. That's the name of the card. Wait, no, it's not. That's the one we just talked about. What am I talking about? What's the name of the card I'm thinking of? The one with Devour. I'll just look up Devour. Just so I can get this out of my head. It's in the back of my head. What's your name? There we go. Ravenous Gigantotherium. Bada bing, bada boom. 8 cents. I don't know why I saved that. We don't want it in this deck. But, cool card. What else do we got? Regal Behemoth. Fierce Empath is perfect. It costs 3, correct? We can run Fierce Empath. Yeah, it costs 3. Sick. Fierce Empath's perfect for this deck. Cost right the lowest amount something can cost for us. And it tutors up our big stuff. Perfect. Yes to Apex Altasaur. It's almost always a one-sided board wipe. Yeah, Apex is so good. Let's go back to the enters the battlefield. Where was that at? There we go. I mean, Avenger Zendikar. That's sitting at around $3. I think that's just a no-brainer. That'll flood our board with creatures. It's a 7-drop. That's super good. Booby Trap. What does this do? 6 colorless for an artifact. As Booby Trap comes into play, name a card other than a basic land card and choose an opponent. The chosen player reveals each card he or she draws. When the chosen player draws the named card, Booby Trap does 10 damage to that player. Yeah, that's a really funny card, but no, you don't need that at all. Breaching Leviathan's okay. Brutalizer X-Art seems great. It's a 6-drop, it's a 3/3, it can be pseudo removal, and it can tutor up another big thing. That's exactly what we want to be doing. Oh, sorry, I read that like an I. Jeez. Lash Fiend is what I was trying to say. Lashweed Lurker. 8 colorless for a 5/4. Emergence for 4. I don't even know what Emergence does. You may cast this spell by sacrificing a creature and paying the emergent cost reduced by the creature's mana cost. That's pretty good. When you cast it, you may put target non-land permanent on the top of its owner's library. I'm not a big fan of that one, if I'm being honest. We found so many cards at this point that are so good that I really don't think... oh, Deep Fiend. I really don't think that's going to make the cut. Oh, what is this? This looks so cool. Elder Deep Fiend. 8 colorless for a 5/6 flash. Emergence. When you cast this spell, tap up to 4 target permanents. Yeah. At the end of the day, in this deck, I could play like Sleep. And I think it would put in more work than this. Because I could keep their stuff tapped for 2 turns, bash face. Actually, yeah, let's put Sleep in here. If not in here, where else can I put my Sleep? Selvala, Heart of the Wilds. Yes. Yeah, she's only $8. She's exactly what I'm looking for. She adds mana equal to the greatest power. Say no more. Thank you. Perfect. Energy tap. 1 blue. Tap target creature you control. Add an amount of colorless mana equal to that creature's casting cost to your mana pool. Energy tap's so cool. Oh my gosh. Good point out. Energy tap's so sweet in here. Duplicate and Meteor Golem. Yeah. I think at the end of the day, making a lot of our removal just big stuff is probably worth it. Because we're going to get card draw off of it. A big body in play. It seems pretty worth it. I'm like, I run Meteor Golem in like a decks that really have nothing to do with artifacts or big mana cost stuff. So it's weird that I'll not run it in a deck that has something to do with not both those things, but one of those things. Endray's Forerunners will take someone out for sure. This is cheap as hell, isn't it? 33 cents. How much is Crater Hoof sitting at? I said it was going to be at 15 by September like 6th. Let's see what it's sitting at. 1930. We can still make it, boys. It can still get there. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. Enrage seems great. Most of the emergence Eldrazi's are kind of doo-doo. Decimator of the Provinces. That's such a cool name. They have the coolest names. I don't think they really have to be that cool cards. Oh, Decimator of Provinces is going in for sure. 97 cents. 10 mana for a 7/7 emergence. When you cast Decimator of the Provinces, creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain Trample. And this has Trample and Haste. Super good card. I actually really like Decimator of the Provinces. Yeah, that's a super good pick. Love that. Most of the emergence. Okay, so we already looked at that. So let's go back to... Oh, come on. Okay. Let's see what we can get here. Is there any other things I can... Oh, what the hell? Tanuki Transplanter is not bad. It's a 4-drop 2/4. You can reconfigure it. Whenever it or the equipped creature attacks, add an amount of green equal to its power. We'll put that on the back burner. That's not bad. There's got to be more stuff that... Oh my god, Pygmy Hippo. I completely forgot that was a card. Oh, Pygmy Hippo. I gotta save that. Love that card. I remember finding that for the first time when I was little. Okay. Energy Tap can't go into this deck either. Karuga cares about all card types, not just permanents. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I knew that. I just completely blanked on the Karuga thing when I saw Energy Tap. I beat a YLS player with Decimator plus Monkey Cage. It was pretty fun. Oh, Monkey Cage is X, isn't it? Oh, it's 5. Wait, what? Oh, when a creature comes into play, sacrifice Monkey Cage. Monkey Cage is kind of funny. I feel like on the same turn you could like trick, like you could play like the Ganta or whatever her name is with this, and then put like 12 monkeys into play. I'm gonna save it. I think if not in here, where else can Monkey Cage go? That's a cool card. You're right on Energy Tap. So sad. I just wanted to call it out. Oh yeah, that you're good, dude. I appreciate the call out. It's a super freaking cool card. Elemental Resonance. 2 and 2 green for an elemental aura. Enchant permanent at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase and add an amount of mana equal to the enchanted permanent's mana value. Boom. Thank you, Loki. Super good shout out there. else. See, that's weird. I type in the same words that are in this card, and it doesn't. This card doesn't come up. Add an amount. Right? Oh no, it doesn't say amount. I'm gonna say add mana value, and then color green. Okay, this might help us a lot more. Ooh, Runati Behemoth Caller, 2 and a green for a 1/3. This seems perfect. Oh my gosh. Whenever you cast a creature spell with mana value 5 or greater, awesome. That creature enters the battlefield with X additional 1/1 counters, where X is its mana value -4. That's so good. Creatures you control with 3 or more 1/1 counters on them have haste. Add 1 green. He is going in for sure. He is so good in this. All right, what else do we got? See, again, that guy didn't come up in this, which is so strange to me. Oh, wait, this is exactly what we need right here, too. Troyan Gutsy Explorer, 1 a blue and a green for a 1/3. Tap it to add a green and a blue, and you can only spend that to cast mana value 5 or greater or X spells, and then pay 1 blue, tap it, draw a card, discard a card. Awesome. It's a looter that just has a built-in big mana ramp for big spells. Add mana. I'm going to go with cost instead of value and just see what comes up. Spine of Ishsal, and I don't think I really have enough ways to reuse it, is the only problem in here. Interpret the signs. 5 and a blue for a sorcery. Scry 3, then reveal the top card of your library. Draw cards equal to the card's converted mana cost. I mean, that seems really good. That'll draw us a crazy amount of cards. An old favorite of mine is Sakiko. Oh, okay, there's another Sakiko. That's probably going to go in the deck. That seems really cool. Marcus Sakiko, 1 and a green. Enchant creature has. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, add that much green to your mana pool. That's exactly what we need. Perfect card. And then Sakiko, Mother of Summer, 4 and 2 green for a 3/3. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, add that much green until end of turn. Oh my god, all of our creatures have that? For 50 cents? Sure. Yeah, sure. That's super good. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, we're past an hour. I was gonna stop this at an hour or 5 minutes. Okay, cool, guys. We actually definitely have a deck. I'm gonna throw this together. I appreciate your guys' help so much. I want to do this more, and it seems like you guys enjoyed it. You guys chatted with me. We had a good time, right? We had a good time. You chatted with me. I enjoyed it, actually. I have some other ideas for some like strategy concepts that don't get enough light. I think CMC Matters is a strategy that I like never see ever outside of like niche commanders, which I think it can work in a lot more than like the commanders that it's released for. I think we could probably put a Momir Vig in this deck as the commander, or a Experiment Crash even. I think you could do some cool stuff with high CMC Matters. And looking through the cards, there's a ton more support than I even knew there was for the CMC Matters. There's a bunch of stuff you guys pointed out that I didn't know existed. Rishkar's Expertise. Before I end this, that's definitely going in there because it's so good. Actually, Rishkar needs to go in there too. That's so good. Rishkar's Expertise will just draw us a bunch of cards and let us play a big thing for free. But Rishkar's is perfect. It's just a 3-drop that puts 1/1 counters on stuff and then lets them tap for mana. We get mana dorks. We can make our big things even bigger. Our small things bigger. Rishkar's great. CMC Matters only really happens with Cascade decks. Yeah, it really does. It's weird. CMC Matters, perfect way to sum it up. CMC Matters always falls under the category of like a support theme. Like where it's like I'm running a blank deck that happens to want my CMCs to be a specific thing because of a mechanic, another mechanic making me do that. So it's really cool to actually build a deck that's just authentically like, we just want the bigger CMC, the better. Like, you know what I mean? Like if we can get the biggest CMC, it's like a battle cruiser deck. to its fullest. It's like someone took a battlecruiser deck and like we're like, okay, we're gonna do that cranked to 11, which I like a lot. I'd play a lot of the CMC 3 mana rocks in here. They both ramp and draw with Karuga. Yeah, I'm gonna run all 3 mana rocks. All of my mana rocks are gonna be 3 drops. I'm thinking Coalition Relic seems really good. Relic of Legends, is that what it's called, the newer one? That one seems super good. Command Sphere. So I'm gonna try to pick up all those. Like the other guy said though, the creatures that tutor up lands like Wood Elves seem really good because we can bounce them back with our blue commander we're running. That is, Wood Elf isn't one word. That's Wood Elf is a card, right? Am I losing my mind? Bramble Sovereign. Oh. 2 and 2 green for a 4/4. We pretty much get to make token copies of anything for an additional 1 and a green. Yeah, that's going in for sure. I love Bramble Sovereign's so good. Okay, cool. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. This is exactly why I wanted to do this. Wood Elves. Oh my gosh. You right. I typed in Wood Elf. Oh my gosh. There we go. So mana ramp like this is going to be really good because we'll be able to bounce it back with our Kraken. Was nice. Hope to see you doing this live thing more often. 3 a.m. at my place now. Good night and peace. Man, I appreciate you watching at 3 a.m., dude. And I appreciate all you guys tuning in. There's a good amount of people tuning in and out and chatting up with me. So... And you guys helped a lot. I wouldn't have found half of these cards, 75% of these cards without the chat. So, appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this is a cool deck. Tapped into a strategy that is very underutilized and pretty much non-existent at this point. So, I hope more people want to build a deck like this, more strategies like this. Go ahead and comment your decks that you have like this or any strategies like that. Any cards that we missed that you guys think are good or commanders, let me know. And much love, guys. Go play some Magic. It's cool hanging out with you.